Over 20 million plastic bottles are thrown away every day in the Chinese capital, a headache for city officials, but a lucrative business for some. This factory, owned by Income Recycle Corporation in the suburbs of Beijing, is the biggest bottle-to-bottle production line in Asia and the only one in China. On the assembly line, the plastic bottles are separated and then broken into polyester chips.
These are the end results of the whole process. They can be used to make bottles again. The conventional recycling of bottles is to make them into clothing, but that means the plastic is only used once. As we know, plastics are extracted from oil, so if we keep the plastics, oil is definitely saved.
Working at full capacity, this factory alone could save 300,000 tons of oil a year. That's enough to keep all of Beijing taxis filled for a year. While some consider Income a good model for China's recycling economy, the reality is the company's cutting-edge machines have spent most of the past 4 years silent. Ideally, this place should be buzzing with the sound of plastics being separated and bottles being created out of the waste with some of the best European technologies. Normally, this assembly line can produce over 2.2 billion bottles a year. But now, they're not creating even one, for the simple reason that they can't get the bottles they need. Income's major competitors are these people, the hundreds of thousands of migrant workers who collect garbage from neighborhoods, schools, and shopping malls. They purchase the waste from the residents by the kilos for a small amount of money. In most cases, they are welcomed.
I accumulate all the waste at home, from paper to plastics and to metal, and then bring them out here to be sold.
By some estimates, around 90% of the bottles in Beijing are recycled this way. The question is, where do they go? Just 30 seconds outside central Beijing at a secret recycling yard, we are met by a sea of bottles. Most of the workers here don't want to speak to us.
We don't do business on plastics. We do cans.
They sell the plastic to some small and irresponsible factories to make chemical fiber. They don't have sewage treatment or any proper environmental protection facilities. The chemicals left are most likely emitted into rivers and lakes.
This thriving black market leaves recycling companies like Income struggling to cope. Recognizing the problem, the government has been closing down secret recycling sites and tightening regulations over where the waste goes. There were around 130 of these sites in Beijing. Now there are 90, a decline of more than 30%. Authorities have also written policies to encourage recycling in the hope that these cutting-edge machines will be operating again soon.